Morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court Civil Docket for October 8th, 2025. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all directives regarding remote proceedings. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. I'll go ahead and call it. This is 2021 DCV 3028, Rosa Maria Saucedo de Alonso et al. Versus Fifth Floor Freight et al. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor, this is Matt Greenberg for the Alonso family.
Thank you.
Pedro Leyva.
Morning, Judge.
Claudia
I'm
Guzman.
sorry, Pedro.
No, you're fine.
Pedro, I'm
Pedro
sorry.
Leyva for Claudia Guzman.
I'm sorry, Pedro. I didn't mean to speak over you. Joe Hood and Stuart Forbes appearing on behalf of Bertha Yanez, Edith Erickson, and Daniel Huerta, Your Honor.
Thank you.
John Page on behalf of Defendant Detmar Logistics.
Stephanie Mobley appearing on behalf of Defendant Bordeaux Technologies, LLC.
Benjamin Kemble appearing on behalf of FNF Construction.
Okay, some new faces for me today, some familiar, some new. Good morning, everyone. So I think there was some confusion. We had this continued, the probate matter, I guess that's up on appeal, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct, Judge.
All right, we had an agreed motion for continuance, but we haven't quite settled on our new trial date. And I understand there might be some small issues with the scheduling order. So who wants to take the lead on this one and just give me an update? And maybe you all have an agreement and are telling me I already have a scheduling order.
I'd be happy to tell you my understanding, Judge. So I don't even think the issue's with the trial date. I think my understanding is everybody's good with the scheduling order that's been circulated around. The big issue is whether it's going to be subject to the probate matter being finalized on appeal. I'm of the position that, hey, we got to get this moving. Who knows how long that's going to take? It could be, I don't know, 6 years, 10 years if it goes to Supreme Court. I just don't know. And so I'm of the position, let's get this case tried. Let's get it done. And so that's where we're at, Your Honor.
So maybe
Judge,
you all can.
Judge, if I could.
1 second,
Can I
Mr.
just-
Let me just ask.
sorry.
That's what I was not remembering. Had we already picked, with all that said, had we already picked a date like in 2026?
Yes, Your Honor, and there is a conflict with Mr. Forbes' schedule on that August 2026 date.
August 2026. Okay.
And
You set the matter.
Your Honor, also, Mr. Greenberg got on the line about 30 seconds after at the last hearing. He called my office and said that that's his birthday, that August.
That's,
you know what?
Yeah, that may be true. Let me just, sorry, Sean, that is true. However, tomorrow is my last day at this firm, and so there will be another attorney who is coming onto this matter, and so my birthday will cease to have any significance if it ever did.
If it ever did.
I just wanted that out there because I was in charge of
A birthday cake? Were you in
Yes,
charge of birthday cake?
No, I don't want Sean in charge of my birthday cake.
Hey, why not?
No, I don't trust you on that.
No,
Judge,
come on, man.
Speaking of birthdays, it's my birthday, August 11th, and I'd love to be in trial that Monday.
So, I did want to bring that up because I was in charge of everybody the last time with respect to getting that together. I don't know whether that has anything to do with an August or a September trial date with the court. So I did want to put that out there because I did not want to put Mr. Greenberg to trial on his birthday.
What else? What else about the scheduling order? Because I have some thoughts, but.
Well, as Mr. Leyva said, Judge, we did notice an appeal from the probate court's determination on the airship dates. That appeal will progress as it progresses. it seems to me that if you try the case before the probate matter is resolved, you run the risk of conflicting decisions. How are you going to submit this case when you've got two competing individuals who claim to be the proper widow? It seems to me that until the Court of Appeals rules on the probate court's order, that trying the case under those circumstances would be impractical. Are you going to have two widows in the case? Are you only going to have one? If you have one and it's not the right one and the Court of Appeals decides that the probate court erred, do we have to do the whole case over again? There are any number of issues associated with that. I think it would be fine to set a trial date now out in 2026. Number one, that would give everybody a date to work towards. We could certainly advise the Court of Appeals, and we'll do so, about the pendency of this case. But it seems to me that that trial setting should be subject to a final ruling, at least by the Court of Appeals in the case.
Is that, if I remember from the hearing, non-hearing we had last time, is that the issue with the scheduling order, the subject to language?
That's probably the largest part with Mr. Leyva. I think he objects to that, Judge.
Objects to what?
The language that the trial setting would be subject to the Court of Appeals having decided the appeal.
Is there
I don't want to speak for him, but I believe that's his position.
Is there anything else holding up the scheduling order?
Other than the conflicting trial date and the subject to language, I'm not aware of anything wrong.
Anyone else? Okay. So I understand and in some senses agree with what you're saying. However, I do think we need to keep the August trial date, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm not putting subject to language. I'm not asking there to be subject to language. I can understand how this matter is going to probably interfere with possibly a lot of how this case can progress to that August trial date. So what I'm going to do is give you a backup date. So we have the August trial date. I hear you, Mr. Hood, on the conflict. We have a little less than a year to see if the conflicts absent the appeal, it really materializes for August or not. But then, Myrna, I need to look at December, and we need to probably square away. Let me get my 26 calendar.
December 11th, Judge?
Yeah, that is going to push us really right up to Christmas. So we're going to need to probably make the exception on that civil week and give them the 4th.
Okay.
Because that gives us 2 solid weeks, which is what I'm hearing more or less you all are estimating. And if it goes further, then we'll be here up and through Christmas. But we need to leave December 2026 for now. We need to probably leave that trial docket for this case in the event we get to the backup date.
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't seen August, but yeah, we need to keep August pretty open as well in case we do go in August. So any concerns with that?
None from Ms. Yanez, Ms. Erickson, Mr. Huerta, Your Honor.
Ms. Hernandez, in addition, on that backup date, I think we also need to have I know we have the docket call before that backup date, but we will also need to have the final civil pretrial attached to both the August date and the December backup date. Because if we go past August for whatever reason, that mediation deadline will also attach to your backup date. So for example, there's a mediation deadline leading up to the August trial date. That's in place. In the event you are able to, constructively do that, knowing all these issues. But if we go past August, you will also have a mediation deadline before the December trial date. What else?
Your Honor, I spoke to most of the parties with regard to a potential mediator in the case.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the parties have agreed to Andy Lehrman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's Pedro has agreed, and I've heard from a few others as well. he does a pretty good job, Your Honor.
Include it on the scheduling order. If it's by agreement, put it on the scheduling order. If that changes, let me know and I'll order somebody.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What else? Going once, going twice. If not, I'm gonna move on. Mr. Greenberg, I suppose I'm not gonna see you again
Probably not. I mean, until the next time.
until next time. All
Yes,
right,
Your Honor.
all right. I know
Well, I
it's
appreciate it. It was a pleasure appearing before you.
sure. Same.
And hopefully I'll see you again.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see you all next time. Get that scheduling order in. We'll have the entry hearing in 2 weeks. If everyone signed off on it and there's no other issues, you do not have to appear for the entry hearing. If anything comes up, then be here for that 3 p.m. hearing. And we get a lot of phone calls. I think that was some of the confusion last time. We rarely have issues on the scheduling order, but just know if everybody's agreed, you do not have to appear. If there is not an agreement, appear. So when we get phone calls, the days before saying, well, do we have to show up? If I don't have an agreed to order, you must appear. Okay?
Understood, Judge.
Thank you all so much.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor, I do have one
Thank you,
thing.
Your Honor.
I should have spoken earlier.
Yes, Mr. Forbes.
As far as the mediator goes, I'm really not concerned about who the mediator is. I'm sure whoever these fellows picked, I don't know the gentleman, but I would like the mediation to be in El Paso simply because that's where the case is being tried. And I think that would be better off for everybody to come to El Paso and have the mediator be here.
Well, I think Mr. Lehrman does a lot of his by Zoom. Do you have an issue with a Zoom meeting?
No, not at all.
The court doesn't, if there is an issue later on, you all can file something if you need some relief from the court. But the only thing I require on my scheduling order is the who, the how, what, when, why, whatever. Well, the when kind of is in there, too, but it's the who and the when. How it gets accomplished, I'll leave that for you all to resolve. Anything else?
That's it.
Nothing
So
further, Your Honor.
outside of the dates that will be set with those trial dates, you need a hearing outside of that. Please file your pleading and make your request with Ms. Hernandez. Also, no, I can't remember, golly, this case has been going on for so long. Motions for summary judgment, if filed, understand we are now required by the legislature to have them handled within a date certain. So know that I am not going to be entertaining when we set a motion for summary judgment and we get those calls like Tuesday afternoon saying, no, Judge, no, we're not taking those. You must appear and put something on the record. All right? Just FYI, we got to deal with all these new rules. So if there's nothing further, you all are excused and thank you for appearing today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge.
Your Honor.
Have a good day. Is anyone queued up? I know this one was kind of a standalone.
No, Judge, unless, no, when I asked if everybody was here for this one, they all said yes, so I don't
Okay,
have the next one. That's not till 10 o'clock, so we still have about 10 minutes.
okay, thank you.
Hello, Mr. Morales.
Hi, good afternoon, sir, or good
What are you
morning.
here?
How
What
are
are you
you?
here for? Which one are you here for? It's still morning here.
Yes, it is still here as well.
Okay.
We're here, and I just, dialed in an abundance of caution. This is a case that I settled with Mr. Ramos, and it is
Okay, I see it.
Trejo versus Sarah Rojo. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's been non-suited, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, yes, my coordinator let me know and she says non-suited.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Thank you, sir. Is it going to be necessary for me to appear?
I don't think so. No, Myrna said no.
Okay. All
Good
right.
to see you, Rolando.
Hello, Judge. Very good to see you as well.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you. I like your hair.
Estoy muy buena. Are we on YouTube? Oh, we're still on YouTube. Never mind.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.